I'm Dave Froehlich. Thanks for watching this CrimeWatch digital exclusive where we take a look back at recent crime stories that have been making headlines in our area and across the state. A road in southeast Austin, it's not even a mile long, has been seeing a lot of crime. Police are investigating 3 homicides that happened in 1 week on Burton Drive. Fox 7 Austin's Meredith Aldis has this update.
4 months, 5 homicides on Burton Drive.
Patrol officers are out there actively working calls. They're out there responding to citizens' needs the best they possibly can.
The first homicide on Burton Drive this year happened on July 18th. Austin police say Jose Ramon Lizarraga Bocanegra was found shot dead inside an apartment. No arrests have been made in this case. Not even a week later, another person was found dead. Detectives say on July 23rd, a man and a woman decided to try to find their stolen vehicle in Austin themselves. They pulled into an apartment complex on Burton Drive, and police say 34-year-old Alex Trevino Garcia stabbed the driver of the stolen vehicle, 23-year-old Javier Antonio Navarro Casada. The passenger of the stolen vehicle admitted they were there to buy drugs.
We are very aware of the activity that takes place in this apartment complex behind me. I don't know the specifics of the calls, but I know this is a very well-known area to APD.
The third and fourth homicides happened early Monday morning. Investigators say 31-year-old Shirley Machado Hernandez shot and killed his common-law wife and mother of his children, Francis Eswime Corridor, and her boyfriend, Brian Flores Alvarez, who were parked in the parking lot of an apartment complex on Burton Drive. Machado Hernandez is charged with capital murder. ICE enforcement and removal operations say officers have placed an immigration detainer on him.
We have, a coward who killed the mother of his children and left 3 children motherless.
The most recent homicide happened Wednesday night. Police say at around 10:30, they found a 20-year-old black male
with obvious trauma to the head.
He died on scene. No arrests have been made in this case. Burton Drive is a road in southeast Austin, not even a mile long, known for crime. So far this year, APD reports almost 300 crimes on Burton Drive, a 17.5% increase from the same time period last year. Councilmember Jose Velasquez pushed for the creation of a violence interrupter program in this neighborhood. It started in 2022. He claims the program helped prevent or de-escalate about 50 potential shootings in the past year. Meredith Aldis, Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch.
An early morning freight train derailment in East Austin closed roads, cut power, disrupted Capital Metro rail service, and several freight cars almost crashed into an apartment building. Fox 7 Austin's Jenna King spoke to a resident who says her apartment just missed the train's path.
We went out on our balcony and I opened the balcony door and there was just a train, like the top of the train right next to our balcony door.
A scary wake-up call for Austin resident Kate Tapia Tuesday. Tapia just moved into the E6 apartment complex in East Austin a few months ago. She's used to hearing the freight train at night and loud screeches and shaking in her apartment, but she says this felt different.
My partner got up and looked out the window and he was like, that train is turned over.
The train with a length of 90 cars derailed near East 6th Street and Robert T. Martinez Jr. Street, almost smashing into Tapia's apartment. 7 cars turned over, with 2 of those containing gravel and the other 5 empty. There were no hazardous materials and no one was hurt. One of the train cars did strike a utility pole and caused a power outage in the area, but that power has since been restored.
It's right outside our window and door. Our patio backs directly up to the sidewalk. So it was really close. When I opened the shades this morning, it was just the top of the train that filled the window.
Tapia says her apartment overlooks the tracks. She said the better part of the day was spent with crews cleaning up.
They brought as much heavy machinery in as I think they could find. There's a lot of cranes, a couple of the big cat claws that are coming in and helping kind of move all the pieces and get everything turned over.
Along with causing road closures in the area, the freight train derailment also derailed morning commutes on Metro Rail in and out of downtown Austin. Cat Metro bridged the gap with buses connecting commuters and Red Line trains at the MLK station. It recommends customers sign up for Cat Metro alerts for updates on service Wednesday. TxDOT is assisting with the investigation into the cause of the crash. As for Tapia,
I would say it is mildly terrifying. I mean, we feel very lucky and very glad that everyone is very safe, especially ourselves. I mean, it was so close. So it's just kind of terrifying to think about that aspect of it. But at the end of the day, we do love our apartment.
Police are searching for the woman responsible for running down several pedestrians with her car, then crashing into a food truck, causing it to catch fire and then driving away. This happened near the intersection of Elmont and Pleasant Valley on October 22nd. Police say the driver was upset at her child's father because she believed he stole her phone. That led to her running over the man with her vehicle and then hitting other people and the food truck in the process, injuring a total of 4 people.
We arrived on scene to find a food truck on fire with multiple patients on the ground. Austin Fire Department proceeded to extinguish the fire and check for hotspots while working with Austin Travis County EMS medics to provide life-saving medical care to the patients.
2 of the 4 people who were injured went to the hospital, one of them with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. An elderly man had his first hearing after being indicted for several felonies. Dorsey Brian Hardiman is accused of setting fires at different locations in Austin. Fox 7 Austin's Meredith Aldis has more.
4 fires in 3 months. Fire investigators say one man is behind them all. 75-year-old Dorsey Brian Hardiman is the owner of Continental Automotive Group, which operates several car dealerships in Texas. Ironically, his car is what investigators say has helped link him to the fires. AFD says the first fire was intentionally set last Christmas at a vacant building at 500 Pampa Drive. A real estate group says Hardiman had previously made an offer to purchase the property in June 2023, but it wasn't accepted. Then on February 17th and February 20th, AFD responded to fires at 4811 South Congress Avenue. Court documents say Hardiman was a partner in the business that owned the land. Investigators say those fires were intentionally set in an effort to clear the property of 2 remaining mobile homes that were hindering the property's future development. The 4th fire happened 5 days later at the old Mellow Johnny's bike shop location at 400 Nueces Street. Investigators say the door lock had been drilled out, and inside, the fire sprinkler system was on, containing the fires. The owner of the vacant building says Hardiman owned the property next door and had previously inquired about purchasing his, but no sale was ever made. During all 4 fires, Hardiman's Mercedes-Benz SUV was seen on the properties. Fire investigators say they were all set by gasoline and striked matches. Hardiman has been indicted on 2 counts of arson, 2 counts of arson intending to damage a habitat or place of worship, and 1 count of burglary of a building. A private wealth management company and a bank have been subpoenaed for records associated with Hardiman and his wife and 9 different business accounts. Meredith Aldis, Fox 7 Austin News.
Police in Kyle are warning the public after responding to multiple fentanyl poisonings in a matter of hours. Police say on October 19th, they went out to 3 fentanyl poisonings. They say fentanyl awareness campaigns have reduced fentanyl-related incidents in the area, but they're telling people to remain vigilant while trying to eliminate that threat. Kyle PD says fentanyl-laced pills are commonly referred to as Percocet. They're also found in other counterfeit pills and illegal substances. A very small amount can be deadly. A Houston couple's love triangle has taken a violent turn as efforts to kidnap and murder the wife's extramarital partner went wrong. The wife and husband are now facing charges of aggravated kidnapping and assault. Fox's Donnelly Keith has more.
It's alleged that you were both married to other people, and when the complaining witness's wife found out about the relationship, the complaining witness broke off the relationship.
That, however, wasn't the end of it. According to court records, 35-year-old Hannah Al-Alami and her husband, 48-year-old Uber driver Omar Bishtawi, went to a West Houston Chick-fil-A and waited for the man she had been cheating with, a DoorDash driver, to arrive.
It's alleged that you gestured to the complaining witness, and the complaining witness got into your vehicle. You tried to drive off with the complaining witness, although the complaining witness told you that he had a delivery and could not go. Your husband jumped out from under a curtain that was in the back seat of the vehicle, put the complaining witness in a chokehold, and pressed a firearm against the complaining witness's head. The complaining witness tried to get away, and your husband shot the complaining witness 2 times.
The gunfire and attempted kidnapping, according to court documents, happened at this same Chick-fil-A where the wife and her boyfriend would meet, and then the two, according to court records, would drive behind the nearby Target to be alone.
She has 3 children, ages 13, 10, and 7 years old.
Now, it's alleged that you and your wife conspired to kidnap and kill the complaining witness.
State lawmakers are being vague about what's next for death row inmate Robert Roberson, who was convicted of killing his 2-year-old daughter back in 2002. A bipartisan committee helped stop his execution by asking to hear from him directly, but the governor and attorney general are blocking attempts to hear his comments in person. Fox's Alex Boyer has more.
But we didn't issue the subpoena to create a constitutional crisis, and we aren't interested in escalating a division between branches of government.
But since issuing that unprecedented subpoena last Wednesday, the Texas House Committee on Criminal Jurisprudence has been locked in a legal battle with the Texas Attorney General's office to get death row inmate Robert Roberson to testify before them in person, while that process plays out at an all-day hearing Monday.
Knowing what you know now, did the jury get it right?
No. Several key witnesses, including one of 12 jurors who convicted Roberson of killing his 2-year-old daughter, Nikki, testified in favor of him getting a new trial.
Knowing what you know now, do you believe Robert Roberson murdered his daughter, Nikki?
No. Also among them, a former judge who sat on the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals from 2011 to 2018.
This statute is not being used the way that people had hoped it would be used to bring justice to Texas.
Elsa Alcala is referring to the 2013 state law that allows a person convicted of a crime to seek relief if the evidence used against them is no longer credible. Roberson would be the first inmate to be put to death for a conviction related to shaken baby syndrome. His attorneys have challenged that diagnosis, calling it junk science.
There sure was a lot of testimony from a lot of perspectives.
David Cole is a constitutional law attorney who has been following this case. Judge Alcala pointed out to the committee that 1/3 of the judges on the state's highest appeals court will not return after losing their primaries, which could come into play depending on how long this is stalled out. Cole says it's a viable option Roberson's attorneys might pursue.
The Court of Criminal Appeals order that denied the stay of execution had 4 dissenters. They didn't write an opinion, but it was a 5-4 vote. And so clearly there were a lot of mixed feelings about it on our state's highest criminal court. If the result of the election is a change in that makeup such that that 5-4 goes the other direction, sure, you could see something different happen. And perhaps that's the end game.
We want to thank you for watching the Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch digital exclusive. Our Crime Watch stories run each Monday on Fox 7 Austin News at 9. If you miss them, you can watch anytime on Fox Local Connected TV app, which is free to download, and you can watch on multiple platforms like Roku and Apple TV. For more on the stories highlighted in this episode, you can head to our website, fox7austin.com, and don't forget to subscribe to the Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel.